Hello and welcome to Sisters Talking Shh. We are your hosts, Aquarius and December. On today's podcast, we'll be discussing Democrats and their desperate last-minute push for votes, who really ran bad boy records because according to all these lawsuits, the diddler has been busy. Speaking of Diddy, all three of his sons tried to beat up Brandy's little brother. Lil Durk and Young Thug playing Freedom Swap, and everyone seems to be shocked that Meg the Stallion lied about her relations with Tory Lanez and more. Let's talk shh. So, Cardi B and GloRilla, that's my girl, by the way. I do like Big Glow. We'll call her Big Little Glow. They joined Kamala Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris Imhoff, at her Wisconsin rally on Friday. Did you see it?
I did not. I heard about it. Well, actually, no. I did listen to Cardi B's speech. I don't think she did so bad.
You didn't?
No. There was a bit of a fumble. Apparently, she had some technical difficulties with the teleprompter.
You want to hear a little bit of it?
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
How you guys doing? I'm nervous. I'm excited. What's up, y'all? One second, guys. 1 second.
Okay, we're going to pause right there for a moment. So just to let you guys know, this is from Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. And at this moment, first of all, she walked out to Bodak Yellow. So I like that song. I'm not going to hate. But is that appropriate? Is it?
It's maybe not the classiest.
Yeah, what does that have to
campaign
do?
rally songs, but they're rappers. They're popular. They want to get out the young black vote. A lot of black people aren't voting. They might in this election, but they want the young people to vote. So she doesn't have any Whitney Houston type songs. She couldn't walk out to WAP.
She could have brought out, where's Jennifer Hudson?
Well, there was WAP or Bodak Yellow. That's what I was going to say.
And when Beyonce was there, why couldn't she sing her freedom song that she's been using? Well, she wasn't at this rally, but she was at the one in Houston.
Beyonce wasn't there, so they had to work with what they had.
At the one in Houston, she could have sang an appropriate song. Patti LaBelle, where's Patti?
They want young voters. They don't want Patti.
Fantasia.
Ooh, but Fantasia isn't cool. Is she cool?
Excuse you?
They want the young and ratchets to vote.
Oh, okay. Well, ratchet they have. All right. We'll continue. Well, anyway, so she came out to Bodak Yellow. And then, so this is her fumbling the speech a bit. She forgot what she was going to say. The teleprompter was not working, so she's pointing and trying to let them know that the teleprompter is not working. Let's continue.
Okay. So I don't take lightly the call. Sorry, guys. I'm a little nervous.
Damn, awkward.
I'm a little nervous, guys. I've been waiting for this moment this whole life. My whole life. I need patience over here. Patience, where are you, girl? I need patience over here.
We're going to pause again so we don't get in trouble. But Patience must be her assistant or cousin or something. And if you ask me, she should be fired because her ass wasn't moving fast enough.
Hold on. How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready to make history? Are we ready to make history? Are we ready to change these 4 years? No. Are we ready to change the next 8 years? Because we're going to make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years. Thank you.
And there's Patience. So, Patience walked up with the slow bop
Don't hate on Patience.
Patience walked up with the slow bop. She had no urgency whatsoever. Cardi, get rid of her. I'm sorry.
So what she have to do? Bring her cell phone so she can read her speech from her phone?
Yes. And then later on, Cardi B goes to say, wait, should we play it? But she said specifically that she wrote the speech. But then how come she couldn't remember any of it? The first line was, and I quote, Vice President Kamala Harris, thank you for having me.
Oh, she said she put her heart into the speech. Stop laughing. So she wanted to say it perfectly and deliver it perfectly. So I don't think she wanted to misspeak or miss her words. So she wanted the speech in front of her. I don't know why everybody's tripping.
But if you wrote a speech, you can't remember any of it. Remember, she's supposed to be a writer who writes her own lyrics.
See, don't go there.
She's an artiste.
Don't go there. Everybody
She's a
has
performer.
notes in front of them. Everyone has notes in front of them. I think she did a good job once she got rolling past the technical difficulties. It can happen to anyone. I don't know why everyone's making it a big deal.
I will say this. She did better than Kamala when her teleprompter broke. Kamala couldn't say nothing.
I don't even watch Kamala speak, tell you the truth.
See, that's a damn shame. That's what most people don't watch her interviews. They don't watch her speeches. They don't watch her interview. They don't watch any of that. But then yet they're like, Kamala Harris. We're voting Kamala Harris because she's black. Allegedly.
Well, I did watch her debate against Trump, and I did watch at least a piece of her talking to Shannon Sharp.
A piece. It was only an hour. You only watched a piece?
I think I may have watched it all, but I can't remember it.
It wasn't, you know what? It wasn't much to remember.
I think that might be it.
It was not worth it.
I think I actually did watch it.
You know, Shannon, I grew up in the middle class. He probably asked her what her favorite color was. But
Shut up.
We'll move on.
She's black and Asian. I got that. She's black and Asian.
You know what? And that was, I noticed that. They changed the rhetoric since, you know what it is? Candace Owens has been on that ass. She's been doing her research and calling out the fact that she's not black.
Well, I knew that Shannon would help her out with that. I knew that he would clarify. He's actually not a bad interviewer, so I knew he would smooth that over. And I think she spoke to Roland Martin, too, briefly.
He didn't clarify anything. He just introduced her as such.
Well, that was clarifying it. He helped her out a bit.
Yeah, that was him just helping her. That was them making sure, okay, let's switch this around a bit because we don't want to have to explain this anymore. That's what that was, because Candace Owens has been pointing out the fact that she blackwashed her family through the media, so it seems as if she is black. The person that she put in her book is black as her grandmother, Meryl, or what was her name? Beryl or something?
I think it's Beryl.
Yeah, that is not her grandmother. That was the help.
Well, this is all allegedly. This is according to Candace's
We'll
research.
say allegedly, but nah, man, she did deep research and contacted family members, and she pulled up marriage records, death records, all sorts of things. That is not her grandmother.
Well, I don't know. I'm going
We'll
to say
keep
allegedly.
saying allegedly, but you guys should check out her series. She went in all because of the whole Janet Jackson situation when Janet said, isn't she Indian? And then that reporter got upset and they put out that story, and then DL went into Janet Jackson talking about she can't talk about Kamala because she's talking through a white person nose, which is too much. DL went too far with that.
Yeah, I think Janet was just tired. Some people are saying that she said that just because Kamala was the prosecutor against Michael when Michael was being charged, or at least she was the head prosecutor. She wasn't trying the case herself.
Well, so
but
what?
I don't think that's the reason. I think Janet was, the whole interview was promoting her tour.
Yeah.
So I think Janet was just tired. She said in the interview, because I read the whole darn thing with The Guardian.
Right.
She said that she had a cold and she was just on tour and tired. And I think she was just talking to the reporter like, hey, I heard she was white. But I don't think she was trying to put that out there.
The reporter asked her the question and she mentioned black, and she was just like, oh, I thought she was Indian. But what's the big deal when Kamala has been saying for years, she never said out of her mouth that she was black, ever until recently. She's never said that. She's always introduced herself as an Indian woman. She
Mm-hmm.
always has.
She said in her book that her mom was raising 2 black girls or something.
How? She's red dot Indian.
Nothing against Indians.
At all. At all. At all.
Yeah. You're just saying you don't think an Indian mother can raise a strong black woman.
No, that's not her culture.
Yeah.
At all. That's not her culture. She didn't grow up that way. And if you look at the Indian side of her family, who they've interviewed as well, nothing about them screams that they know anything about just straight up black culture.
Yeah. I wonder how much her dad was involved in her life because they divorced when she was about 5 years old, I think.
It doesn't seem like he was involved that much. I mean, she doesn't talk about him at all. He's never been shown. How come he doesn't speak at all? How come she doesn't speak about him? He's alive. He's supposed to be the black part of her family.
Mm-hmm.
She never talks about him.
I just don't think he was a big part of her life. If they divorced, it just doesn't seem like he was a big part. And I think she's
Exactly.
proud of her Indian heritage because 1, her mom raised her mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And 2, you can't really say you're the first black person because black people have already achieved a lot of things.
Right.
So she has to say that she's the first Indian person because maybe an Indian person hasn't done those things. So she can't really say, hey, I'm the first black because black people have already done the things that she's done. Except for being vice president. You know, like Congress, I think when she joined Congress, she said she was the first Indian American or something. So I think that's part of the reason why she promotes being Indian all the time.
Well,
Because
then
she can
keep
be the
doing
first
that.
Indian to do something.
Well, then keep doing that. But don't act like everyone's crazy because people are saying, well, wait a minute, where'd the black come from when you've been saying you're Indian all along?
Yeah, I think she's
It's
definitely...
gaslighting people.
I think they're definitely using her blackness because they want the black vote.
Right.
So there aren't as many Indian people in the country as black people. So they want to mobilize the black vote. They always use us when they want numbers.
I know, but and then I think it's crazy because black people are like, vote for her because she's black. I'm not telling anybody who to vote for, but I think it's crazy when they turn around and say things like, well, she can't do anything just for black people. Well, if you can boldly state to the world we need the black vote, then you can boldly state to the black people what you're going to do for us.
For some reason, it's just they can be seen to favor other minorities, but not black people.
And that's why I'm not, nope, not doing it. I'm not voting for her. I said it.
Well, I did, but I felt I didn't have a choice. It wasn't a happy vote, but Trump said some crazy things, so I felt like I had to go for her.
I'll be goddamn. She's too stupid. She doesn't answer no damn questions.
Well,
If you ask me, she made history as the first alleged black presidential candidate to make it this far without answering any damn questions.
she answered a couple questions. She's
When?
going to give first-time parents $6,000 for their baby. She didn't say what financial bracket you have to be in. I'm just playing devil's advocate so people don't listen to this and say, that's not right. She's giving, again, don't know what financial bracket. She's giving first-time home buyers $25,000. And allegedly they're going to do something about health care, which, you know, she's already in office with Biden. Apparently they're doing everything together. So don't know what they're going to do about health care that she couldn't have already done. But
Speaking of the old man, do you think that he is secretly trying to trash her campaign?
why would you say that? How?
Because he's gone on, what was that? He's gone on The View talking about how she's been a part of not the campaign. She's been a part of all his decisions, like every step of the way. She's had a say so and everything. There hasn't been a decision he's made that she wasn't a part of. He said that. What else did he say? And then she's gone on and several interviews, and they've asked her, you know, since he said that, is there anything, you know, like, do you agree, or is there anything that you would do differently? And she always says no.
Yeah, I don't think she can trash the sitting president.
I wouldn't say trash him, but if there are some things that he's on his way out the door, and he's old as hell. So there are some things that she has writers. There are some things you could tweak. Say certain things like, okay, well, after trying this, I realized we weren't as strong. That wasn't, a strong idea, or it didn't work out the way we thought it would work out. So now after trying that, I think that I would tweak it to do this instead. Something like that. Just change the language a little bit so that it doesn't seem like you're trashing him, but it seems like you know what you're talking about, and now you're going to try things a little different because you realize that it didn't work. Something, but you can't just deny everything as if we're stupid. Well, a lot of people are being stupid, just outright saying, oh, she's wonderful, she's going to be amazing. Come on now. If she's that amazing, how come they didn't just boot him out and bump her up to president? Because they knew if she did that, even with just a few months left, that she would F it up so bad, and that would just automatically give Trump the votes.
You really think so? She could have screwed it up
Absolutely.
in 2 months' time?
She would have screwed it up so bad. Think about it. Think about it.
Yeah,
Biden is not there. He's messed up. He doesn't know where he is half the time. Legally, he should not be sitting president.
I don't think he should be sitting president either. I agree with you.
Exactly. And so who's next up in line?
Kamala.
And why haven't they pushed her up to president? What would be the reason?
I think people like Biden.
No.
Serve the rest of the
Everybody agrees at this point. Everybody, even the Democrats agree. It's like, why is he still in office? Why?
Yeah.
Exactly. And if she wins, everybody's going to realize, oh my God, what an idiot.
Trump just scares me. Here's why I think she will win. I think Trump is a little too divisive. People want peace. They might not be in love with her, but they want peace. Hold on now.
What? Let me take up for Trump for a second. Now, I am not saying Trump is innocent, but I be goddamn if y'all gonna keep talking about these Democrats like they're innocent. When he got shot at, no matter who it was who shot at him, we don't know. Listen. Stop it. That's not funny. Stop it. We don't know who shot at him. But when he got shot at, how many people on the Democratic side was like, too bad they missed? How many, think about it, no, wait. How many people said, too bad they missed? How many people were like, oh my gosh, he probably did that himself? How many people on that side had the craziest rhetoric? They called him Hitler. They still call him Hitler. He had a rally, where was that, in New York? And they said, well, guess who else had a rally here before? And they flashed back to like, who was that, the KKK?
I don't even know.
Or something, I forget. But they're worse if you ask me. And they keep saying, everything that Trump is saying that we're going to do, he's going to do. And it's like, no, actually, everything that you guys say that Trump is going to do, you guys are doing now.
Well, here's the reason I decided not to vote for Trump. It's just my personal reason. You guys can vote for whoever you want to.
I ain't voting. Shit.
But, well, anyway, when he first really kicked off his campaign earlier this year, someone put a microphone in Sarah Palin's face. I don't know where they dug her up from. But she was saying that there would be a civil war if he didn't win. And then maybe a week or two later, someone interviewed Trump and someone asked straight up, will there be a civil war if you don't win? He said, I don't know, maybe. And that's when I decided, oh no, I have to vote for Biden, even though I promised I would never vote for another Democrat.
You mean Kamala?
No, at the time it was still Biden.
Oh.
And then I was very disappointed when it was downgraded to Kamala. But I felt Kamala or civil war possibly. I guess I'll vote for Kamala. It was not a happy decision, but...
So wait, you said you voted for Kamala because Trump said it's a possibility that if he does not win, that it will be a civil war?
Yeah, I felt like there was a threat of violence there. So I wasn't too happy about that. I think that's the only reason he's going to lose.
Regardless.
That's what Janet was saying. Another thing in her interview, she thought wasn't going to go well either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like if Trump wins, I think they're going to infect everybody with COVID part 2.
What, just to make him look bad?
Yeah. And if Kamala wins, I think it's because they rigged the election. Honestly. I am so sorry, but Kamala is terrible.
Yeah, but I think some people see Trump as terrible enough. And also, I think they're afraid of the reproduction rights or right to an abortion. They're afraid that he'll get in there and make it official.
Yeah, I do see, that is the main issue that women have for not wanting him in office. And that's crazy to me because the Democrats always make that a main issue. They have no other issue. This is their main push every presidential election. Why is this the biggest thing? Abortion.
I don't know why they think, especially when they're talking to black voters, they think that every black person wants an abortion.
Right.
Because they mention it all the time. It's like their number one thing.
Yeah.
Abortion and welfare.
Yeah.
I can't afford welfare, even though I don't make a lot of money. I make too much for welfare.
Right.
And, everybody doesn't want an abortion, but they seem to think all of us want welfare and abortion.
Yeah, it's like, it's as if they think you wake up and the first thing on your mind is, how am I going to get an abortion today? I'm sorry. The first thing on my mind is like, okay, all right, bills, food, stuff like that. It's not, okay, where am I going to get an abortion today? There are lots of other options to keep you out of that situation. Although I understand how people can get into that situation. I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying it's strange to me, especially when, like, Kamala Harris had Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and recently, like we said, Cardi B on stage. And they all talk about the well-being of their children. They have the cutest families, wonderful little children, just the cutest little families, and they're worried about the future of their family members while talking about rights and abortion rights. And I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't landing for me. This seems weird.
Yeah. I think the country split like 50-50 on it, honestly.
But I'm just saying it doesn't look right. And I just don't see why they're up there talking about it. I mean, Cardi B just had Cardi B just had a baby like last night. What is she up there talking about?
And if anybody was going to get an abortion, not that I condone it, but she had a baby with her no good husband, and she kept that baby. So, so she must not believe in abortion. She kept Offset's baby.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. So, I mean, where's Jennifer Aniston? No offense, but
you don't know she had one.
No, I just mean, like, where are the celebrities with no children?
Chelsea Handler, she bragged about when she was a teenager, she had like 3 in 1 year. I was like, damn. I know it's at least 2, but I think it was like 3. I think it was 3.
Shit.
I'm like, girl.
But that's what I'm saying. Where are the celebrities with no children? That's the ones that should be up there.
Yeah.
Those are the women that should be up there.
I guess they don't want to say, oh, only whores are for abortion. They want like married women with kids who still support it. But that doesn't
make any sense because these women are happily married and having children.
Well, Cardi's not happily married
anymore, but as of recently, I don't know about
they might get back together.
Right, but she's still popping out children as of like, seriously, like last week. Oh, seriously.
I see what you mean. I get what you're saying.
Cardi, you look good, by the way, but stop having surgeries.
Yeah, you've had enough. Just let it settle.
I had to throw that in there. It's too much. I don't want you to kill yourself trying to look good for whoever you're trying to look good for.
Yeah, I think she has that body dysmorphia. I'm not going to diagnose her, but I think she's just going overboard. Yeah. Leave yourself alone. Your face settled. You look a lot cuter than when you started out. Leave your face alone. Let everything settle. You're doing good. Just don't touch anything else. And for like at least 10 years, leave it alone.
Yeah, I don't know why that much surgery is needed anyway or wanted. Yeah, ladies, give yourself time to get old before you start touching stuff.
Yeah,
She's too
sometimes
young.
it makes you look older when you put in things to your face.
What is she like? She's not even. Is she 35 yet?
No, I think she may be like just at 30, maybe. She's young.
Cardi, leave yourself alone. No more of that. No more. All right, moving on. Bad Boy Records. Did he do it?
Yes, he did.
Allegedly.
Yes, he has only been accused. He's innocent until proven guilty.
There you
But I
go.
think we all know that he allegedly did it.
I think we all know that he allegedly did it. Wow. That's facts for you. That
poor
is
man.
facts for you.
He's going to be so broke. He has so many civil lawsuits lining up.
Well, all right. Well, what's up with the new guy who's claiming to have those 8 new Diddy tapes?
Yeah, this guy named Courtney Burgess is making his rounds. Apparently, he spoke to a federal grand jury claiming that he was handed 11 tapes. 8 of them contain sex tapes with different celebrities, 8 different celebrities. It was 6 males, 2 females. 2 of them, at least 2, were minor male celebrities.
Jesus.
So I'm not sure if they've told him to turn it over. Oh, also on the drives, he claims to have the original Kim Porter book that a friend of hers wrote and allegedly gave to him on some drives.
So a friend of hers wrote the book?
Yes, a friend of hers. Now, when he speaks in interviews, it's kind of convoluted, so it's kind of hard to figure out what he's saying. Allegedly, he's never met Diddy, but his grandfather, or not grandfather, but godfather, was Frank Lucas, the drug dealer. And apparently Frank Lucas is his godfather, and so he knew Diddy's dad, so they kind of knew of each other. And then he went into the music industry, so he was around Diddy and Kim.
Okay.
But apparently he's an associate of Kim, and it is Kim's, he claims it is Kim's official book that a friend of hers gave to him.
So many questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Frank Lucas. Wait. So is that so I believe I heard this story before. I'll say allegedly. But is that the guy that Diddy's dad was allegedly running drugs for? I guess probably Frank Lucas. I heard that his dad was running drugs for somebody.
I'm not sure. He just said they knew each other. I'm not sure if he did business with them.
Okay. At least that's the story that I heard. So that's a huge allegedly, that at one point his father was running drugs for somebody, and then his father, I don't know, maybe you guys should listen to Gene Deal tell it. He knows everybody's business. But I think he was running drugs for him. I think he was also maybe a dirty cop, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Diddy's dad?
I think so.
I don't know anything about him being a cop. I just know he sold drugs.
And then he was a snitch, and then he got whacked.
I know he got killed. That's all I know. He sold drugs and he got killed.
And allegedly, again, a huge allegedly, his mother knew about him getting whacked or knew that he was going to get whacked. Or...
Let's not go deep into that. She's not in jail. She can sue us. So allegedly.
I said a huge allegedly, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard that from Gene Deal, allegedly.
But these Gene Deal people, Jaguar Wright, they make some stuff up. I think they know some things, but they make a lot up.
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows what they say, if it's true or not. But it was so weird because in the interview, the reporter kept trying to tie him down to like, okay, how do you know this is the original book? And he said, well, I spoke to her just before I went to get it.
Who's her?
But her, I wasn't sure if it was Kim herself or the girl who wrote the book for Kim, like took her notes and wrote the book. So I wasn't clear if he got it from, because he said her boyfriend. Did you get it from Kim's boyfriend or her friend's boyfriend?
Well,
like they didn't tie him down. So like, how did you get these drives? But he did speak to the grand jury. His lawyer seems shady to me. That's that female lawyer who's tagging along. But I don't know. We'll see if the. She just seems shady to me. I don't know how to describe it. You're like racist. She's the one who was talking about
Is it because she's black? Are you racist?
No, because it seemed like she was kind of trying to do a deal to sell these tapes. like to get money. Because remember,
that's the strange part to me. The fact that people are allowed to shop these tapes around.
Yeah, I remember she said that someone is shopping the tapes around. I think it was her and her client who was shopping the tapes around. But she kept saying someone is shopping these tapes around. And so I don't know. His lawyer seems shady. He seems shady. But we'll see if the feds believe him and if he really has to turn over these tapes. But she said to TMZ that she's working with Amazon to figure out the legalities of actually putting the real book, which is only about 54 pages, onto Amazon. So we'll see what happens.
How does her friend write a book for her? Where does she get notes from? Did Kim have a diary?
I guess it's Kim's diary, and then the friend took the diary and made it into a book that's only 54 pages. So I don't know if it was just unfinished.
From
Kim. I guess Kim's friend got it from Kim directly. And this alleged friend, who they won't name yet, is the person who wrote the book that he allegedly has on some flash drives. So,
which one is it? Is it Donald Trump Jr. or the other one? One of Donald Trump's sons, his ex-wife, was close friends with Kim. And he said that she was always afraid of what he might do to her. She didn't trust him. Mm-hmm. And then when they got the news that Kim passed away from pneumonia, of course, she was just like freaking out. And she was like, that's not what happened. She didn't believe it.
Do you think Diddy really has that juice to get somebody poked and to have them get sick and just die?
Yeah.
You really think he has a juice like that?
Yes. Look at who he was around.
But some people got like shot. Like I believe he allegedly could have had something to do with like Pac or Biggie. We know he's violent. We know he beat the crap out of Cassie. We saw that. There's no alleged there.
Yeah.
But does he have the juice to really get somebody poked like in the
movies? By the way,
movies?
Back to that real quick. I'm not trying to be funny. But anybody who's in that situation, please don't wait for the elevator. Take the stairs.
Agreed.
All right, keep going.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Does he really have the juice to get somebody poked like in the movies?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. You don't think he has the juice to get somebody poked if he could get somebody shot? Allegedly.
I don't know. Do they just have that type of technology?
What do you mean technology?
Like,
technology?
I don't know.
Put it in a needle or inject it into somebody's whatever. They're poisoning them through drinks, put it in their eye drops, put it in their food. People poison people all the time.
Okay. Oh, let's go back to the presidential election real quick. I forgot to mention the SNL's in trouble with the FCC.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, apparently the commissioner of the FCC says that they violated the equal time rule. So since they're a major network, all the major networks, if they have the candidates on during election season, they have to offer them all equal time. So he's saying the eve of the election, it was wrong to have her on SNL.
Oh, because Trump wouldn't have a chance to get on SNL.
Right. Or any of the other candidates. So I don't know what they're going to do about it now. Election is Tuesday, but I guess they'll give him a fine. I don't know, because the commissioner said that it's a violation.
I guess I didn't realize that was a thing. I just noticed that for them to do that, they must be in trouble in the polls. That's how I took it.
Everybody is busting their butt and working really hard. They have the Obamas out here slaving. They brought out the big wigs, Beyonce, Kelly, the ratchet rappers, everybody. They're working hard.
Who's next?
What do you mean?
Do you think they'll try to do something on Monday?
Oh, like for what?
Last minute. I mean, who could they call at this point? They could try to resurrect Michael Jackson, but I don't think he fucks with them. He's not doing that for Kamala.
There's not much more they can do. Look, we're recording this on a Sunday, and election is Tuesday. I don't know if there's another rabbit they can pull out the hat at this point.
There's nothing left.
Well, Trump brought out Dr. Phil already. That's a big pull for him.
I guess.
I wonder how Oprah feels about that.
Who cares?
She made Trump famous. Not Trump famous. She made Dr. Phil famous.
I was going to say, wait a minute.
No, Dr. Phil, I misspoke. Well, anyway, what were we saying about Diddy?
The diddler. I don't know. Where were we?
Oh, we're talking about him getting people poked.
Oh, yeah. You don't believe that he got people poked, but you believe he got people shot.
Yes.
Isn't getting people poked more subtle? Like poisoning people? There are housewives that do that, for God's sakes.
Housewives? What are you talking about?
Not housewives on TV.
Oh.
I'm talking about regular, everyday housewives that get tired of their husbands. I mean, shit, you've seen Snapped.
Yeah, they normally use antifreeze.
Oh, I thought it was like rat poisoning or something. Is antifreeze?
I think rat poisoning is kind of old school. They like antifreeze.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's hard to detect unless you look for it.
Let me find out you've been doing your research. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, see, there you go.
Well, didn't Diddy's sons try to fight Ray J? What happened there?
Oh, yeah, recently they tried to fight him when they were coming out of a party in L.A., I guess a Halloween party or something. The funniest part to me is that Chris Brown was the one trying to break it up. I don't know why, but I was tickled by that part. It was hilarious. I didn't see no footage or anything. I'm not even sure if they have any. They probably do on TMZ or something like that. But I just thought that part was funny. I was like, out of all people, Chris Brown breaking up a fight.
He's not as bad as people say.
He probably said, now this is a damn shame. Even I think this is crazy. But the reason why they had beef with Ray J is because Ray J said this. He now started his own little YouTube channel, talking mess about everybody. And he said this, and I quote, "Asses are being taken in ways nobody can explain." In reference to the Diddy situation.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't even know why he would be talking spicy about this Diddy situation. My guess is that the higher ups put him onto it and told him to talk as much shit as you can. I just don't trust Ray J. It seems like he's always around when deaths go down.
Yeah, like Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Ray, what's up with Whitney Houston? You want to talk about something? Let's talk about Whitney. What happened that night? Because you were with her last, right? Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they rushed you out of the hotel. Security, right? I saw that video. Did you ever see that video?
Yeah, I saw it.
So we have questions about that. So, Ray, if you want to talk about celebrities and talk about all the craziness that's going on, let's talk about what happened that night in Whitney Houston's room. Not to mention, what's her name? Bobby Brown's sister said that you were the last one with her, or that she saw you running.
She said that he was a drug boy for Whitney.
Yeah, a runner boy. And she also said that she saw Whitney Houston's body. She had bruises and she had gashes on her chest. So she fought for her life.
Really? Was it just from the paramedics maybe trying to revive her?
I don't know. But she said she had bruises all over her body. And she said she had gashes in her chest. The paramedics trying to revive you wouldn't cause gashes in your chest.
Yeah. And of course, that's just her story. None of us were there.
That's true. But did you see the video before she passed away? It was Brandy, Clive Davis, and Monica.
They were all at some party for Clive, right? Or some type of party.
Right. So Clive Davis was sitting between Brandy and Monica, and Whitney Houston walks up, and she was wet. Her hair was wet. And Brandy was just like kind of looking, and Monica was like, "Why are you all wet?" And Clive Davis just kind of looked, and Whitney handed Brandy a note, and then Clive Davis was looking, so she said something. She said something to Monica like, "I almost drowned" or something, and then she hugged Clive Davis. And it looked as if she was hugging him to kind of distract him from the note that she gave Brandy. And then Brandy looked at the note and then called somebody like to hand it to them. And then Clive Davis looked again, and then she had Bobby Christina come up, give him a hug.
I never heard about that ever.
I'll find the video and I'll send it to you. The whole time Monica was just talking like, what's going on? Monica was just looking like, what's going on? But it was a strange video, and then after that,
I don't know.
she was gone.
I don't like making up conspiracies for drug addicts because, she was on drugs, so she could have just done it to herself. Although Matthew Perry, he was a drug addict too, but he had some help along. Mm-hmm. So who knows what really happened.
But I don't believe that she died in a bathtub like that. And then her daughter died the same way.
That was very strange.
Yeah.
Unless she purposely did it. But sometimes life is serendipitous. I don't know if that's the right word to use. Sometimes things happen like that.
I'm not sure. Okay, but bottom line is I don't trust Ray J. Also, you know how Nicki Minaj has been saying things about Jay-Z. She's been beefing with him because everybody's upset about. Well, I'm not, but everybody's upset that he didn't choose Lil Wayne to do the halftime show for the Super Bowl. So she's been calling him names and all sorts of things. But since then, Ray J has apparently been reaching out to Nicki Minaj. So she put him on live, I guess, just to put it out there. And she's like, this is weird. This is strange. Why have you been reaching out to me these past few weeks? And you could tell Ray J was playing with her. And he was like, I just wanted you to sign me. I wanted to talk to you and all this other stuff. And she's like, that's odd. And so they were talking back and forth. It was just very strange. But at the end, she was just basically like, you or nobody else can play with me. To let him know that she was onto him.
Onto him in what way?
Because it seemed as if he was trying to play with her to get closer to her. It just, you would have to watch it. Because why would all of a sudden Ray J need to be signed to Nicki Minaj? And why all of a sudden, when she's having beef with Jay-Z, does he need to reach out to her? It just seems like anybody that has issues in the industry that start talking, they send Ray J in to kind of calm them down.
You think he's being sent in as a spy?
Yes. And then people kind of go a little crazy as well. Stuff start happening. I'm just going to say that and leave it there.
Is he still with Princess? It's completely off topic. Are they divorced or not?
I think they're divorced. I don't really.
They always they're about to get divorced and then somehow they end up back together.
They're stupid.
They might as well stay together now.
No, I think they're divorced.
For real this time?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't follow Ray J.
She's an idiot. I can't deal with Ray. I can't take him serious at all. All right, moving on. Lil Durk and Young Thug.
Yeah, so where are we starting? The Lil Durk thing or Young Thug being set free?
You know what? Let's start with Young Thug being set free.
Oh, he made a very risky deal. I know his lawyers wanted him to fight it out. They believed that he was innocent of all charges. His father did too, but he wanted to go home. They had about 3 months left in court. That was their estimation, and he just wanted to go home. So they made a risky plea deal because it was not negotiated with the prosecution because negotiations broke down. So he entered a unnegotiated plea. So it was up to the judge. And he had no idea how much time the judge would give him, which was very risky. But lucky for him, the judge, I guess, felt sorry for him. Or I know she said that it wasn't lost on her that the prosecution was willing to let him go free, but with certain parameters that they couldn't agree to. So basically, since the prosecution was willing to let him go that day anyway, she said, well, that's not lost on her. So she basically let him go. So he got 5 years for one of the charges, the RICO or gang affiliation charges, but he got time served. And then she gave him about 40 years for other charges. But if he completes 15 years of probation successfully, those 40 years are basically gone. So basically, he's out of jail.
Okay.
But with 15 years probation. And he can't, for the first 10 years of the probation, he can't be in Atlanta. However, he has to come back like 4 times a year to do a statement at a school or something against gangs, whether it's a free concert or something. So I don't know why she would have him come back there. It seems like it's a little dangerous, about 4 times a year, but I guess he can't live there for the first 10 years, but he has to come back.
Yeah, and then I saw his father speaking out outside the courthouse steps, and I'm like, bro, wait for him to get home first. Wait for him to get to wherever he's going before you start criticizing anyone for anything. I don't care what you have to say, even if it's a thank you. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I am waiting. I'm not taking that risk at all. But
I wouldn't say anything. Let the lawyers speak. And the lawyers did say that they did not approve of the RICO. They said that basically the prosecution was being shady. They didn't have any evidence against him. So they were just dragging other people in around him who committed crimes around him and trying to get him on RICO for that. But let the lawyers speak on that eloquently. Right. You don't need to say anything. He's got 15 years, which is a long time to keep on the straight and narrow. Right. Not being able to hang with any gang members except for, I think, his brother and an artist that he works with. Right. Not being able to make any music about gang affiliation. I mean, it's really easy for him to F up in 15 years. Yep. So let's not tick off the court system. Don't say anything. Exactly. If I'm free, I don't want my family speaking except, thank you, Lord, she's free. Don't say anything. Don't say anything at all. Exactly. So, that was wild. Do you think he can actually survive 15 years? That's a long time not to screw up.
That is a long time. However, if you don't want to be in jail, if you don't want to be in prison, let me tell y'all something. I was locked up recently for 2 days.
Shut up.
I did hard time at jury duty. I couldn't take it. I felt like I wasn't going to make it. Listen, for real, they lock you in a room with the key. I couldn't get out. You're stuck in there with strangers. And at least we have a door and a bathroom. I still felt like I was going to die. Listen, you should not have to do jury duty. For anyone out there who has mental health issues, you should be able to get out of that. Even if you don't have mental health issues, it will cause you to have some. This older white man was in there looking out the window. He was like, I'm about to jump. We were in there going crazy. I felt like I just wanted to rip off all my clothes and just like, I didn't know what to do with myself.
It's only 2 days.
It doesn't matter. They lock you in a room and they take your stuff. Like, we were in there going crazy. And this one guy was in a corner and he was like, you guys realize it's only been 30 minutes? And everybody turned around and looked at him. And he was like, I'll shut up.
Yeah.
We were about to kill him. They didn't have any magazines, no books, no nothing. We were just so unprepared. Nobody thought. You walk into a room with all those people and you don't think your number's really going to get called? Oh, I was so pissed. So I don't know how he did 2 years, but hey, man, stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, only go back to Atlanta for your community service and whatever else you're going to do.
I did 2 hard, long days. I'm never going back.
Oh, my gosh. Do not compare your plights to other people who have to serve hard time, ma'am.
I will never speed in my life. I will never speed again.
No, I could never.
I don't want to risk it. I will never do anything. I will forever be a good law-abiding citizen.
Okay. Anyway, Lil Durk, he got arrested.
Dumbass.
Yeah, so it all stems from a shooting in 2020. So Lil Vaughn was at a club in Atlanta. He got into a fight with Quando Rondo. And Quando Rondo's friend pulled out a gun, shot, and killed Lil Vaughn.
You can tell you don't know none of these people.
I do not know any of them. Am I saying it like a white reporter?
Yeah.
I did look up Lil Durk, and I do know one song.
What song?
All My Life. I can't sing. With the Kids, All My Life, and J. Cole. I do know a song. But anyway, King Von got shot and killed by a friend of Rondo. Was it Quando Rondo's at a club? And so Lil Durk put a hit out on Quando Rondo. Okay. So 2 years later, 2022, 5 of his associates flew into San Diego, California, met somebody there who gave them guns and stuff, and they shot up Quando Rondo and his cousin at the gas station. But they missed Quando, but his cousin died.
Isn't that a shame?
Yeah, so apparently they used, to book the flights, they used a credit card associated with his music group.
Jesus.
Yes. OTF, Only in the Family, whatever it's called. And so, I don't know. You said something about they had a spy in the camp who's wearing a wire. Is that true?
I thought I heard that. I thought
I heard that
I thought
too.
somebody reported that they actually had, he actually had one of the guys wear a wire.
But it is a federal case, so they usually have most of their timelines together. And they arrested all the guys who did the shooting, and they arrested Lil Durk. So it seems like he's going down.
Man, if they have him on a wire, and I think they said for the past year or two.
Who knows?
Because when did the shooting happen?
The shooting for the cousin who died?
Quando Rondo? Yeah.
Yeah, 2022.
Yep.
Like in August.
Lil Durk.
That's so silly. Why do these black guys stay, I guess, thugging? You
I
make
don't
money.
know.
Do you have to stay thugging like that?
That's the dumb part to me. I thought they did all this stuff to get out of the hood and to get out of the game. Once you start making millions or the upper thousands, shouldn't you take care of your family, invest, build legal businesses, take care of your family, head in the right direction in life. All this other stuff is just stupid. So I guess you get what you deserve.
Well, someone was saying that a lot of these rappers use their private jets to smuggle drugs, and they make extra money that way.
Well, that's stupid too.
Well, anyway,
Don't the pilot snitch on them?
I don't know. I guess the pilot's in on it. If that's what they're doing. That's just something I heard. But anyway, Young Thug, stay free, stay out of trouble. Good luck with that. And Lil Durk, it looks like he's going down, but he put a hit out on somebody. Hey, it is what it is.
Should we say allegedly?
Allegedly.
I
The
guess,
feds arrested him, so they have evidence.
Yeah, they sure do. And in our final news, Meg the Stallion. Megan. Well, I'm not mad at Megan anymore. But apparently everyone else is, because they just realized that she lied about sleeping with Tory Lanez. Where have you all been?
Yeah, she lied to Gayle. She didn't lie on the stand, but she lied to Gayle King in the interview.
I thought we all knew this.
I know. I think we all know Megan is a liar.
Yeah. I don't understand why everybody's so shocked now. Did you guys not hear the interview? Because I thought when we heard the interview, what was it, like last year, a couple years ago, before the trial, right? It was before the trial. I thought we all determined that she lied about that question. Because what did she say? Like, what do you mean? Something like that. We could tell that she lied. And then she got on the stand and she had to admit that she lied. So I don't understand why everybody's so shocked. I was more shocked that she dropped a few bitches on Gayle.
Yeah, why would she call her a bitch? I mean, she seemed to think that they were talking about the shooting only, so Gayle would not bring up the relationship. But the relationship was in the media. Why would an interviewer not ask you about the relationship?
Exactly.
And it goes to the motive, like why would he get mad enough to shoot you or whatever? Or why were you fighting with him in the car, and how did it all get started? So sleeping with him is relative. That's pretty much how it got started, because you're sleeping with your friend's boyfriend.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Do you think Tory Lanez should be granted an appeal?
No, because she didn't lie about it on the stand. She only lied about it to Gayle. So no, I don't think that's relevant.
No, with everything that's going on.
No, because if he's not the one who shot her, then he should have said who did. He was there. I think he did shoot at her.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think he shot like trying to kill her or anything, but I think he probably did fire at the ground.
You think that he took the gun and actually shot at her?
It was his gun, wasn't it?
I don't think it was.
I think it was his gun. I heard some people say that she and her
I think
friend
it was
were
her
fighting.
friend's gun.
No, I don't think it was her friend's gun. I think it was his gun.
They never even found gun residue on him at all.
That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't?
No.
So if you shot a gun, they allege that he shot the gun multiple times, right? Because the gun was fired multiple times, and he had no gun residue on him at all.
Did they test him at the scene?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to retry this case because it's so old, but
I don't either.
I think
I don't remember everything, but they were all. He was taken into custody that night.
Yeah. Well, if he never said who did shoot her, then, honey, it's your gun. You shot her. So, I don't care.
I don't think it was her gun.
Do you think he was trying to protect the friend that he was dating? It was his gun. It was his gun. They determined it was his.
They did? When did they determine it was his gun?
Did
I could have sworn the hairstylist or the whatever the person was who packed up their stuff said that it was their. You know what? You're right. We need to review the case. But I thought whoever packed up their stuff, because Meg and her friend had their stuff, their belongings in a room in Kylie's house, and they packed up a bunch of their stuff and put it inside of Kelsey's bag and Megan's bag. And I thought that the gun was inside Kelsey's bag in the back seat.
No, I never heard that. I never heard that.
What about the witness that said that the girls were outside of the car fighting and that the gun went off before the big guy and the little guy even got out the car?
I do remember something about a witness saying that there was a fight and Megan and her friend lied and said they didn't fight. I remember that. So there was some lying on the stand.
Flashes? You don't remember the gun going off before the big guy? He said the big guy, the driver, got out of the car before Tori got out the car. And he talked about.
I wasn't prepared to talk about that today.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, maybe we'll talk about it another time. Well, because Megan is also, she's now suing a girl called Milagro, whatever her name is, because she has been doing a lot of reporting on this, and she was like in and out of the courthouse during the trial, and she's upset with her because she has been reporting more about it, and she's also from Houston, so I guess she's suing her for harassment and all this other stuff. And I don't know why, if she's reporting on it, but she's saying that because she's personally getting stories from Tory Lanez and it's upsetting her.
I never heard about that.
It's recent. She just filed.
I heard she was suing somebody, but I didn't look into it.
Yeah.
Well, that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And don't forget to leave us some comments. Let us know how you feel about this screwed up election season, whether or not Diddy did it, and do you think Young Thug will be able to stay out of trouble for 15 years?
No.
And let us know if you still care about the Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. Should he be able to get an appeal? Should he be granted an appeal?
No, I don't think so. But let us know what you guys think.
All right.
Bye.